We have a Filipino child actress whose first television appearance was in the children's comedy show Going Bolillo. She is best known for playing the title character in the 2013 primetime series Annalisa. In 2014, she starred in Hawak Kamay, and in 2015 starred in the remake version of Pangako Sayo as Leah Buenavista. She also appeared in the TV series E-Boy and Alina and has played various other roles. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage Miss Andrea Brillantes. Up next is the editor-in-chief of Sense and Style. He is the author of Right Here, Right Now, Standing at Attention Before My Imaginary Style Dictator, which was published by National Bookstore in November of 2012. A writer, an editor, teacher, reader, dreamer, and a doer. Please welcome my college coordinate, Mr. A.A. Patawaran. And our next author is known as a kapamilya, kabarkada, kapuso, and kapatid of the Philippine entertainment industry. He is a respected writer, critic, talent manager in film, record, and television producer. He has produced acclaimed independent films like Daybreak, Immoral, Adela, Astig, Muli, Magdamag, and the 2011 New Breed full-length feature film finalist in the Cinemalaya Philippine Independent Film Festival. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Noel Ferrer. Alright, so here we go. Can we have all our authors? Tabi-tabi, para does it look like a competition? Okay. So, why don't we ask, okay, because we know Mina's read out loud challenge. So, what about our other authors? Like, what did you read out loud? Which book did you choose? And why did you choose it?
Ang babasahin ko po na book para sa challenge na ito is, syempre ang book ko po na #goals.
Okay.
Dahil, madami din po akong fans na yun yung favorite nilang book. And gusto ko lang po is medyo word na goals. Kasi syempre, para yung mga batang madaming goals sa buhay. So yun po yung pinili kong book para sa challenge.
Well, that's nice. And our gentlemen, what books
I would have read A.A. Patawaran's book.
Nice.
I wanted to challenge more of the people from media to read more media books. Why? Because when you go to schools now, puro foreign, you have foreign books. So wala kang Filipino example. So I read the Seeding and Seeding Filipino. So I challenged actually Isa Calzado, Julian Santos, and Abad Isidro to do this thing. Because we want them to help build libraries.
And it will be very interesting to see
their choices.
Their choices. And these are celebrities.
My morning rush.
Malay natin. Malay natin. And of course, let's ask our lifestyle editor of Manila Bulletin, A. Patawaran. What about you? Like, what's the book that you chose to read out loud?
I didn't do it because I'm
Or you will do. What will you do?
But last night I was thinking.
Yeah.
I was looking at my bookshelf, and I realized that I wanted to read something Filipino.
Oh, nice.
So I reread the first chapter of Loli Matangam. Not a video.
Oh my gosh.
Because I wanted to see what it was. I wanted to remember what it was like, and I realized that it's such a captivating read. Just the first chapter alone already speaks so much about who we are, or even right now, it speaks about who we are and what we can be. So just the first chapter alone, I think I want to reread it.
Oh, very VI 100. Okay. So, like for me, like being a mother, parang it's so difficult to get kids to read nowadays. Parang it's almost as if we need to kind of like teach them how to read. And like at least my generation, it was a given. It was like watching TV. It was like running in the yard. Reading was second nature. How do you approach helping kids appreciate reading? Right? It's becoming a lost art nowadays.
I actually have my daughter with me.
I know.
Well, reading I think is as important now and as enjoyable because we were talking about all of the distractions that kids have nowadays. But what they really want is time with their parents or time with people that they like spending time with. So that's one of the things that I do with her.
Okay.
I choose to read with her, and if she just wants to spend time with me, then sorry, that's what we're gonna do. And she enjoys it. We make a game out of it, we make it entertaining. She's beginning to read, so she's starting to read some of the lines to me, and it becomes a fun thing that we do together.
So I guess that's, you know, the very nature of read out loud. Sometimes you help them by play acting, di ba? You try to make the voices, you get them interested. Because everything is so fast now with iPads and gadgets. And for Andrea, saan yung favorite spot mo to read? Yung parang, are you like me? Kailangan medyo tahimik. I can't read pagka magulo. So I want it very private, usually in my room. What about you? Saan gusto na nagbabasa?
Siguro po sa taping kasi pag hindi ako pinukulan or pag iba yung pinukulan, kasi andun ako, wala po ako talaga ginagawa. Kahit ang daming time, so nagbabasa lang ako ng libro. Tapos, minsan, pag super tagal talaga, kasi nakakalimutan mo na ay, nasa taping pa lang. Kasi talaga nagbabasa.
That's true. That's
Yun
true.
lang.
You get transported.
Mas madalas po nasa taping ako kaysa sa kwarto ko. Kaya, doon na lang sa taping ako nagbabasa.
That's true. And Noel, what do you think would be like a good strategy to get people reading in the age of cell phones and gadgets? Actually, pick up a book and, with actual pages.
Like ko sinasabi, yun yung panlaban natin sa Alzheimer's. Diba?
Yeah.
Parang so, a chapter a day or a new word per day.
Right.
So, kailangan yun. And,
Kahit hindi buong book.
well, that is a chapter, just araw-araw. I actually read before I sleep. So, yun yung pampatulog. So, yun, at least there's one good word you learned, a new word you learned per day. Tapos, it's really a challenge for the millennials, for the people in the digital age.
Kami mga millennials.
Wow. Kumanta mo yan. Actually, dapat hindi lang booking sa'yo, di ba? Meron ka pang college mo. I don't know what you are. Anyway, so that's just a challenge. So parang, we are a sum total of everything we can remember. So sana we can remember a chapter or a word per day.
That's right.
Pagkakanta.
And for you're an author and also a journalist. So everything about your industry is about the written word. How do you get people to keep reading, and as opposed to other forms of media?
I thought how these seniors in Sangrana about effective writing.
Yeah.
And I thought that in a matter of months I was able to make a big difference. But just letting you know that writing is not just for writers. Everybody has to write, whether you're a store clerk, whether you're a technocrat, you're a business person, you have to write love letters, you have to write sales reports. So when they understood that was right, and I also made it a point that they cannot write unless they read. So reading actually was the requirement. I told them to read newspapers every day and all of that. And in 3 months, I could see a big difference in their writing skills, in their confidence level as far as expressing themselves is concerned. So I think it's important for us to realize that this is not a right. Reading is not just for writers. Everybody needs to be able to express themselves. So I guess we can never overemphasize the fact.
That's nice. So we'll expect your video, huh? That's your homework. We want your read out loud video, okay? All right. So thank you very much to our authors. Let's give them a big hand. Thank you for sharing.